The party gave you 2 terms as a deputy speaker, 2 terms as a speaker, and all of the 4 terms you went through unopposed. If the party has taken a decision to endorse somebody else and somebody has been endorsed, please, in all fairness, don't antagonize the party. Go and sit with the leadership of the party, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and be given other responsibilities so that others are also given the responsibility to lead the party, to lead Parliament. And with you, your experience, you'll be the best advisor to them so that we make Parliament better in serving the Ugandans as we secure their future. Because if you say it must be you, then that is not the NRM spirit. Let's have patriotism. Look at it, because you know it very well. But most importantly, NRM is a party with all inclusiveness. Please, we need this inclusiveness to be embraced by everybody. But also, most importantly, leadership is not always easy. There is also self-restraint that you must practice, but also sometimes it's painful.
The NRM as a party has selected me, Jacob Oulanyah Lokori, to carry the flag of the NRM tomorrow in the elections for the speaker. I urge all of you to come together. I will work together with all of you. I'll not carry the burden of the campaign into the management of Parliament. I promise that I'll work with all of you. Does not matter what happened in the campaign, that is behind us. A decision has been made. Let's come together and serve the people of this country. Let's make this Parliament a people's Parliament. Let's make this Parliament focus on the 2 main things that we should achieve for our people: the national interest and better service delivery for our people, for their socio-economic transformation. That is the mandate the people gave us. Let's deliver on those purposes and we'll be better. We'll work together. I insist again, I repeat, we will not think about what happened in the campaigns. The campaigns are over. Let's work together to build our country, support our people to grow, make them create more wealth for themselves and look after their families. That is what this Parliament should do, and we intend to do that very, very well. That's why I'm calling all the members of Parliament. We have a task ahead. We cannot have the Parliament divided any further. We cannot have the party divided any further. I'm calling upon all of us to put our hands together and work together to deliver for the party, to deliver for the government, to deliver for the country, and the people who sent us here. We are not here to fight amongst ourselves. We are here to stand together and work for the country. And that's the purpose for which we are sent here. They say, vox populi, vox voce. The voice of the people is the voice of God. That's what he said. And the people who sent us here, we have to speak their voices. And when we stick to that, we'll be doing God's work. We need to come to people for this country and deliver on those purposes that will serve the interests of our people and make them better.
What are some of those qualities that the Central Executive Committee looked at to select you as their flag bearer for this top job?
I was not there when they were setting up the criteria. I presented my papers. They called me, I made my submissions, and I left. So I don't know what yardsticks they used. I heard the president talking about some of them, about loyalty, about the outcome of what we're able to do with the elections. And I think the other thing was, what was it? I don't remember now very well. But it was a criteria set by SEC. I'm a member of SEC, but they set those criteria when they sent us, all of us out. We were both members of SEC. Yeah, so I don't know the details of the criteria they used. But when it was all over, they just came and brought us in, and they made the announcement, and that was it. Yeah. And then in my training, I trained in legislative drafting, which is all about enactment of laws, how to pass laws, how to process laws, and all those things. And then even before I came to Parliament, I was teaching legislative drafting at the Law Development Center as a postgraduate subject to postgraduate law students at the Law Development Center. So it was one of those things that I felt in my blood that I could do. I just like Parliament. I like the work of Parliament. I like to see laws evolve and take care of the people. And I always insist that we must separate laws that only regulate the lives of people and be more supportive of laws that facilitate people to be more prosperous. Yeah. Like I said here today, being loyal can be very painful. But when you heed, it can also pay. So I would have been bound by the SEC decision, whatever the outcome of that decision would have been. It's not the first time I'm saying it now. I've said it so many times before. I would have been bound by that decision, just like I did 5 years ago when they made the decision for me to step down and support the Right Honorable Kadaga. And I did exactly that. Painful it was, but I accepted it. And today, it has come to pass that I become the flag bearer for the post of Speaker from SEC NRM.
First of all, the most contentious position was that of the speakership, but SEC made it easy when they came out with a resolution which was read by the Right Honorable Secretary General Kasfel Mumba, that they had endorsed the Right Honorable Oulanyah to stand for speakership. And it was emphasized by His Excellency the President, but also Chairman of the NRM party, and said they did this in order to be consistent, because already there has been a precedent that people have been there for 10 years. And His Excellency, or the Chairman of the party, started giving us the history, starting from the previous speakers, where he said even himself he has ever been the Speaker of Parliament. But that position has never been subjected to a lot of contestations like it has been now, or like it is in this current status. He said someone to be a speaker, you must be chosen out of will of the people who belong to your party or Parliament, not you coming out strongly, campaigning day and night, trying to show that you were a candidate. Something he said that the norms that created that position worldwide does not allow that, and even they read in our rules of procedure, someone contesting for speakership should not come out and openly and campaign. He should just be nominated and supported by his or her party. And he said this was uncalled for, but nevertheless, the chairman requested us to support Right Honorable Oulanyah for speakership, because that is our position as NRM, is our candidate. So we are happy, because that is something which was bringing a lot of disagreements amongst the members. But after SEC's resolution, NRM parliamentary caucus was asked to endorse or not to endorse, and most of the NRM parliamentary caucus also endorsed the Right Honorable Oulanyah. So Right Honorable Oulanyah is the candidate for NRM for the speakership position. Hearing that there are some people who are coming as independent, but the chairman of the party has already guided us that when we choose a candidate, that's the candidate we should stick on. We are not going to go elsewhere. We are going to stick at the candidate we have chosen for speakership. Also, he begged them to stick the candidates we have chosen for both speakership and the deputy speakership. So anyone who comes as independent, unless if there are other factors which I think may be weak, may stand weak, for us we are moving with what the party has decided. And right now we are all throwing our weight at the back of the Right Honorable Oulanyah for speakership. And we are very grateful, because we were worried that somehow maybe SEC would fail to come up with a position. But SEC, after coming up with such a resolution, we as the parliamentary caucus of NRM endorse that position, and we are strongly standing with that position to flaunt Right Honorable Oulanyah as the NRM flag bearer for speakership. NRM yagala okuma erinnya lyayo okulaba nti wabaawo norm oba culture mu kibiina egobererwe, era nawa history yaba speaker basooka mweyetadde naye n'agamba nti naye yali speaker, naye n'agamba nti ekifo kye bwa speaker si kyakukeeyanira oba ku campaigninga kuba campaign oba okwesalako obulago. N'agamba nti party yo oba ekibiina kyo oba parliament ekunominating out of will, era bwe bakuwa ekifo ekyo bakutuuza mu ntebe kubanga n'agamba nti ekyo kirina history kwe kyava sigamba nti olina okukuba nga campaign era ne basomera rules of procedure za parliament ezitakkiriza muntu eyeesimbyewo ku bwa speaker kuvaayo kuba nkiiko na campaign z'omulwatu. So ekyo ne tukimaliriza naye bano abalala ba deputy babadde balina okubeera subjected to a vote nga mubadde Honorable Rakojo, Anita Mongo ne Honorable Tayebwa. So wetukomenkereza nga Honorable Anita Mongo asinze n'obululu 17. Of course tukibaddewo nti n'abantu bangi b'NRM wetulondedde ababaka bangi babadde bagenze ate era waliwo n'abo abatasobodde kujja. So nakyo ne kireetawo gamba nti maybe osanga omulala yandisize naye right now kati abo be babaka babiri NRM beri kufrontinga ku bwa speaker ne ku bwa deputy speaker.